Okay, I just want to talk quickly about the 7 chakra cleanse because I've had some people ask about it. This is a class that's only offered to those of you in the Empath group. If you're watching this live on YouTube, you can join my Facebook group, the Empowering Empaths Facebook group online, and you can have access to this class as well if you want this offer. But basically, the idea is we're going to be going through each chakra, each of the 7 chakras, and the idea is to help create a blueprint for you to understand your internal world uniquely and individually, your own divine, unique inner universe, and create your own healing elixir. And when I say healing elixir, I don't mean you're broken and you need to be fixed. I mean a way of really understanding how you function. Much of what we do is unconscious. Much of the decisions we make or the things that we habitually do are just unconscious. They're based on unconscious beliefs we have and unconscious definitions that we're giving life. And the reason I really like working with the chakra system, because I don't really like, I'm trying to go away from using new agey words, and I'm not even using the word empath as much as I used to, just because I feel like as soon as we label something, we also limit it. But I'm keeping the chakra system, one, because my website is Chakra Center, but two, because understanding the chakra system has been the number one thing that has helped me in my internal world. Even if you don't literally believe in chakras, it's a great way to understand emotional centers, what blocks certain energy in your body, and what empowers certain energy in your body. So we're going to be going from the crown chakra to the root chakra, and then from the root chakra back up to the crown chakra, creating our own healing, individual, unique healing elixirs. So the class is going to be me offering tools and tips that have worked for me, and all of them are pretty loose in the sense that you can modify them to fit you. I'm really big on customized programs because we're all so unique and we're all so different. But I also think that we, especially anyone who considers themselves more empathic or sensitive, often we are not really given any tools in society to deal with who we are other than get over it, or you're too sensitive, or you're too emotional. And so most people associate their sensitivities and their strong emotional centers as weakness, when in actuality it's just the opposite. It is your most powerful self. Studies have proven that if the part of the brain that processes emotions is damaged, you will become incapable of making any decisions, even as something as simple as what to eat, because every decision we make is ultimately emotional. So understanding emotions is, I think, one of the most crucial things that we can do in order to empower ourselves and also create the lives we want. But not only understanding them, but understanding our unique selves. So we all have our own ways that we were raised, beliefs that we got, definitions that we have that may not be in alignment with what we truly believe, or who we believe we truly are, or who we truly want to be. So this class is going deep into the chakras to uncover those unconscious beliefs, bring them to the surface, and also empowering ourselves to utilize our emotions and utilize our keen sense, our emotional intelligence, and our keen sense of understanding energy, especially subtle energy, to shift ourselves into line up with the version of us that is the most balanced and empowered. It's not about being perfect. It's not about, if you do this, all of a sudden your life will be better, because I don't believe in that. Working with the lower chakras, we're going to be doing a lot of shadow work, and working with the upper chakras, we're going to be doing a lot of integration. And I think, as far as for me and what I've understood is, I when I was on the spiritual path to begin with, I think a lot of us do this, where we sort of condemn anything that's human, anything that's of the flesh, anything that's tactile and sensual, and we sort of praise and idolize the upper chakras and being, holy and all those things, or detached or non-emotional. And I have found personally in my life, and also with other working with people one-on-one with other empaths, that's actually not necessarily the wisest thing to do with who we are as humans, but it can actually be very damaging, because we are emotional beings at our core and at our center. And I think when we have these programmed beliefs that being human is somehow less than, and being emotional is somehow less than or weak, we miss out on a huge part of our power. As I've been integrating my emotional self and knowing and learning that it's not only powerful, but it is actually a superpower, that by understanding my emotions, by becoming more emotionally intelligent, by allowing myself to be more sensitive to energy, that I've actually been able to create a life for myself that is, I feel like I'm kind of unplugged from the system I was grown up in. I no longer have those beliefs that I have to do certain things, or that my mind is the one that what has to lead me. I understand now that my mind protects my heart, and that my heart is the center of all things, and the heart is the most powerful electromagnetic field in the body. So it's a lot more powerful than the brain. I think it's like 5,000 times more powerful. I always talk about this, but it's something that I think is crucial to understand, because we live in a society that worships the mind and crucifies the heart. And I think it's just in order to, at least for me, being healing and empowering myself and feeling more centered in life and feeling more okay with just being human without all the guilt and shame and condemnation that comes with that, especially if you've been raised in religion. I think there's a way to balance yourself and to understand yourself in a way that makes life more enjoyable, and that your sensitivities and your emotional self can actually be the thing that makes your life not only great, but fantastic. Because why else would we come here to live unless it was to experience the physical world, experience textile things, experience sex, experience good food, experience sensuality, and simultaneously experience our higher selves, knowing that we're not limited to this physical world, and that we are really, when we tap into our internal worlds, we are unlimited, we are boundless. And that's a whole other thing, but we'll be getting to that when we go into the upper chakras. So the program, the class that starts on Monday, March 21st, is $33. And this is a special offer that's only offered to those of you in the class, because this class is going to be sort of a trial run for my entire program that's coming out with my new website, and that's for all 13 chakras. And that program is $222. So for those of you who register for this class, this chakra cleanse class, which is like my test run, you get this class is only $33, and if you sign up for this, when my new program comes out, you also get that program free of charge. So it's a really, really good deal. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to have feedback from those of people taking the class, and I want to have a trial run to see how it works, so I can improve it for when the actual 13 chakra system program comes out. So if you're interested in exploring deeper in your internal world, I highly recommend this class. And just know that it's a class that you can tailor to and customize to your own unique self. And that's the goal anyway. So also, for those of you who've asked about intuitive readings with me, I am still offering one-on-one sessions just for this month. I may extend it into April, because I've had a lot of people asking about working one-on-one with me. But when my new system comes out and the new website comes out, which should be May, June-ish, I won't be doing that anymore, and I'll only be there'll be more live talks. What is the word I'm looking for? Google Hangouts, things like that, where I'm working with more than one person at once. I just feel like that's a better use of my time than working one-on-one with people. But this chakra program really is a lot of what I use when I work individually with people, but it's more how you can use it for yourself, and how you can really tap into your own intuition to not only understand yourself, but also to help others as well if they ask. So you have until Sunday to sign up. The class starts Monday. The link will be below this video if you're in the Facebook group, and if you're not in the Facebook group, there will be a link to the Facebook group, which all you have to do is be added, and then you can find the link to this class it's a password protected link. So you have to have the password in order to have access to the offer. So, all right, I hope you guys are doing well, and I can't wait till Monday and have this all started. Okay, ciao.